Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel today. My name's Tammy. This weekend I made 2 soaps at one time. Back and forth I was, back and forth. The first soap I made was Cherry Amaretto. That is a fragrance oil from Midwest Fragrance Oil. I did have just a 2-ounce bottle that I was able to do just a 9-bar batch. My second soap that I made was Frankincense and Myrrh from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I had just enough to finish off another bottle. That's my goal, finishing off these bottles and moving them off my shelf. Finished up that with just another 9-bar batch, so I did again make these 2 soaps at the same time. I did a little frosting, I did a little Soapy Embeds, and I did a little bit of a Mica line. There's quite a bit to see, so I hope you guys do stick around to watch. And those of you that know me well may be doing a little bit of cringing right now, thinking, oh, Tammy, two soaps in one go? It's okay. It turned out fine. The soaps are cute. Let's watch the making of these 2 soaps. I actually tried to prepare myself a little bit better this time. So I have my ruby red mica ready. I'm going to do a little bit of unfragranced batter for the top white, and then a little bit of TD in here once I do everything else. So it's going to be a super quick and easy video or soap. That is my goal. We'll see what happens. I'm going to throw in a little coconut milk. I already have my kale and clay in there. Let's just mix that in really well. And then I'm going to put my lye water in there. Okay. That should be fairly good for the top, I think. Not doing anything crazy, just kind of like, I'm looking for that billowy, like almost like a whipped topping type of vibe on it. So before I get my fragrance oil blended in, I'm going to go ahead and do that, because I would be completely okay if this was setting up just a bit, especially with no fragrance oil. It might take a while. I'm going to add my fragrance oil. Behaving pretty well so far. It's a nice medium trace. I think I'm just going to go right down the middle. I've never really done that before. Of course, I keep making a mess and I keep getting it out of the middle, so I don't think that's going to work out so well, but it was worth a shot. It got very thick. So I may have a couple of air pockets in there. So I'm going to go bang it down again now that I did that. It seems very low without this topping. It's making me nervous, but all right. And go get that bang down again. And do that on the back counter. I don't trust this little counter out here. It wasn't going very far with the whole banging. I'm going to clean off the sides before I put the rest on. Good night. Look at that. You know, I might have been soaping a little warmer than I meant to. All right. I'm going to let that get a little bit more firm in texture before I do some plops or something on top. So in goes my goat milk. Oh, I'm sorry, coconut milk. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the cocoa brown mica because when I made this before, last year I was very upset that it didn't discolor like I expected it to. So that it gets at least a decent shade of brown. That will work just fine along with whatever discoloration may or may not happen with that. And that's still good. All right, let's see if my lye water's cool yet. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is section off maybe about a third of this. So let me figure out how much I have in here. All right, I have that now up to 118. So I'm trying Lisa's trick of heating this up so it sets up a lot quicker. I am at a small trace here, so maybe I shouldn't. I was gonna say I'm gonna stick blend it, but maybe I should leave well enough alone. I just really want it to set up fairly quickly in here. I've never done the where you, what is it, in thirds, and you do your mold in different directions. I can't think of the name of that right now. Oh, guys, I'm going to stick blend it for just a second. Just a second, okay? Just a minute here. It's still fairly fluid, so I'm going to get this poured in. And I am going to go ahead and that's looking perfect. I'm going to go ahead and try to do the mica line on this. Not exactly sure how to do the mica line with getting it way in there. We are going to give it a go and see what happens. I should probably let it set up really well first. Ah! And that way I can set it down. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm rushing it. Okay, I'm gonna let that set up and keep stirring this. And while that's setting up, keep the heat in. Let's move over to this one. Who knew I could multitask so well? I don't know what I want to do with these cherries. I'm going to hold on to that and let that sit some more. And stir this. It's starting to look a little serious. How are we doing? All right, so far so good, guys. I can set it up. I'm going to put my mica line in there. I'm not going to stick blend this, but I think I am going to stick it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. Cut them tomorrow. We are going to start with Frankenmuir, which I kind of messed up the corners here. It was a little soft when I took it out of the mold. I think that gold mica line looks really cool. Hopefully it'll darken up even more and make that a little bit more prevalent and noticeable. But I think that's kind of cool looking. I don't know if it's going to pick up on the camera. All right. I usually wait until I'm ready to cut again before cleaning my cutter here. I find it easier once the soap is dry than fresh to get it cleaned. Make sure my cherries are in the right spot. Aw, I like that. Oh, I think that's really cute. That's a good one. I'm going to probably wait a few days because I want the Frankenmuir to discolor if it's going to. And we'll go from there and see what it looks like at the end, guys. All right, guys, let's take a look at these soaps, shall we? First up is the Cherry Amaretto. I think this is really cute. I like that I have thick and wispy in the same bar. That's kind of cool looking. I like that it goes up on one side, and I like my little embed. I just really think it's cute. What do you think? It smells good. Yes, I like the smell quite a lot. So there it is, Cherry Amaretto. And then secondly is the Frankincense and Myrrh, which it did discolor a nice brown. My mica did help that. So I really like this deep of a color. I think that my mica line is showing up quite lovely in it. There's the top. I thought about doing my hummingbird little embed, or not embed, but what is it? Stamp. That's the word. My little hummingbird stamp. I thought about doing that, but I really just like the mica line there, and I didn't want it to take away from that. Look at that. Pretty. So guys, all in all, doing the two soaps at one time, I'm sure half of you were like, Tammy, is that really something you want to try? Yeah, if you know me at all, you know that that's probably not the best idea I had, but it worked out in the end. It actually, between the two soap batters, waiting and doing them, going back and forth, really wasn't that difficult just because the designs were fairly easy. So that helped. But But there they are, 2 soaps, 1 go. And guys, I think it was a success. What do you think? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope I see you in the very next video. Bye.